Greetings, people of the internet. Lachlan here, back with another video. Today I thought I'd talk about some of the realities of life as a quadriplegic. Because the way I see it, mainstream disability media doesn't really focus on real issues anymore and has been taken over by people with a victim ideology that focus on identity politics more than real issues. Some of the biggest issues when you live with a severe disability are around the cost of living. Everything that I would need, from wheelchairs to any other adaptive equipment to make my life easier, are vastly expensive. For instance, I have a sports chair, which you're seeing now. And this chair cost almost 25,000 rand. And the thing about that is that the chair itself is a basic entry-level sport chair. If you really want to get fancy, a sports chair will cost you about as much as a car. Which, when you think about it, is rather scary, because disabled people by our nature are physically limited in the types of jobs we can do and are generally not high earning. Another big issue around living with a disability is loneliness. I myself don't have freedom of movement in that I have to rely on other people to get me around from place to place. So I very rarely leave the house, which means that most of my social life takes place online. Now, I know that many people believe it to be unhealthy to live your social life online, but given my circumstances, I don't have much of a choice. I'm not making this video to complain or to whine or to get sympathy. My goal here is to help people to understand the realities of life when you have a disability. It's rather difficult to explain the sense of isolation when you see friends out in the world living their lives. And I don't even mean big things like international vacations or anything like that. What I'm talking about is seeing friends hanging out together on a Friday night at the local bar, which is quite difficult if I can't find someone who's able to transport me. And it's also rather difficult in that sense, because everything I do has to be planned, because everything takes longer to get ready. It takes me longer to get dressed. It takes me longer to bath and all that stuff. So unlike a normal 27-year-old, I can't simply decide on 10 or 20 minutes notice that I'm going to go somewhere. And that is a fact of life that I think many physically normal people don't understand, which isn't their fault, because unless you've had exposure to these issues, you wouldn't think of them. Anyway, I hope this short little video is helpful in spreading some knowledge, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight.